It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning,
Watch out.
North Central Arkansas, South Missouri. It is Tuesday, March 9, 2021, 7 a.m. Yay! How about this weather, guys?
Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Loving every minute of it.
Yes, indeed.
Got the workbench cleaned off.
Oh, good.
Ooh,
So you're supposed to do that on a bad day.
It's been cold.
Good day. You're supposed to be outside.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, I tell you what, been out there raking and hauling stuff around. Been good.
Good.
Yeah, cleaning up. Got some more to do.
There's always more to do.
Oh, yeah.
It never
It
ends.
never ends. So it
Never
does not.
ending. Well, good morning. Welcome down on the corner program. Hope your Tuesday morning's off to a great start. I think we got some cloud cover for a while, then we got some nice weather moving in. It looks good all throughout the week. Got some rain coming in at the end of the week, but still warmer temperatures. Don't have to worry about -3.
Yeah, no. We had our week of winter.
We had our week of winter.
It was a good one, and then now it's passed, and
That's
we
right.
can move on.
Looking forward to spring. You know, and seeing some nice pictures. The view of the White River is pretty.
White River is good. You got little flowers, those little
Yeah.
yellow things popping up out of the ground and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Very nice, very nice. Looking forward to a nice spring. Took Pepper to the park yesterday. He loves it out there.
Oh, sure.
A lot of folks got out there Sunday about, about 12:15, 12:20. In there for about 8 or 9 minutes. We were the only ones there. And within 30 minutes, there was 18 dogs, little bitty dogs,
Sure.
having a blast.
Yeah. They'd enjoy it.
And bumped into some Facebook friends and everything and got to visit. A lot of fun. So
Good.
been really good. Hey, we're enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee. Bob's
We
got
are.
his. I've got mine right here. See, I even got my little grandson's coffee mug that he made me for Christmas right
That's
here.
good.
That's
Good.
cool.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very
Chatham
good.
made that for me. Thank you, Chatham, for that coffee mug. Brewed Awakening Coffee is the best coffee in town. 3 locations to serve you. Of course, you got Baxter Regional Medical Center main entrance lobby. Follow the COVID-19 guidelines there. Hopefully those will be coming to an end soon, and hope everybody gets to feeling well and we get past this. And then, of course, you got 62 East Plaza. They're out by Anytime Fitness. And, of course, Bomber Boulevard at 702, according to the
There
computer.
were cars
clock.
out there.
To do what?
There's cars out there.
Was there?
Schools
Yeah,
are
School's going?
Yeah,
You got faculty and staff.
they're
and
already got a line
Yeah.
going by now.
no, I would, yeah. So, but how is it today? Pretty
It's
good?
good today.
You betcha.
It's good most days, Dale. You do a good job with the coffee.
I follow my
You've
trustee.
been
He's as
making
good
it
as
for a
right.
while.
Like Mike and
No
Bruce.
comment. I'm staying out of this one.
Slice me off another hunk of that coffee, right? Hey, I want to invite folks to stop by the studio here. I normally get here around 6:30, 6:35, and you stop in and have coffee with us. We got some seats over here, a couch and some chairs. And come by and enjoy Brewed Awakening coffee with us here at the studio. We're at 1226 Commerce Drive. You can enjoy the best coffee in town. And like Mike says, we are real coffee.
True.
You know, mochas, lattes, frappuccinos. You got your pumpkin spice, your French vanilla. You dream it up, they can brew it up. You know, and it's something else. You know, if you want to take it home with you, they'll grind up some beans. I went by the other day. Hey, I could use about a pound or so. You know,
Yeah.
a little bit more expensive than what you pay for at the store, but it's well worth it. You know, getting Brewed Awakening coffee. So
Quality, not quantity.
there you go.
There you go.
Betcha. Brewed Awakening coffee. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Baxter Regional Medical Center main entrance, 62 East Plaza, and, of course, Bomber Boulevard. Check them out today. Oh, cinnamon rolls,
Yeah.
I
muffins,
thought you were going to leave out the food there for a minute.
scones, apple turn. Did you have an apple turnover?
No, I'm a cinnamon roll
You're
guy.
the cinnamon roll. Okay. It was Bob Reckmond had the apple turnover and loved it.
And enjoyed it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're good. Ooh.
Yeah, he's raved about it. He said they were good. That's what he likes.
And
his apple
they're
turnovers.
very, very popular because
That's high praise.
go by and get one in the afternoon, forget it. You got to get in line early for those apple turnovers. Anyway, check out Brewed Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Be sure to check them out today. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring you morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, you talk to Brad, Drew, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. And, of course, it's a hard time when a family member, loved one, or friend passes away. Let Rollers handle it. They get you through the bad times. And they understand your grieving and your confusion and what do I do. Let them handle it.
Yep.
That's what they do.
Because there's a ton of paperwork that you've never even thought of that has to be completed with the death of a loved one, and they will get you through all of that and help you through questions, getting process started for wills and things like that, and notifying the VA if you've got benefits coming. Social Security, there's so much that goes on.
So much that goes on.
And that's all part of the process.
It's a lot like real estate in one way. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true.
Very true. Very
And
similar.
it's in both stressful situations, and you need somebody there to just kind of guide you along, help you make good decisions.
The professionals.
And that's
what they are.
That's what it
It's
is.
the professionals. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect, they bring the morning prayer each and every day. And so let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, I hope you're enjoying our antics here on earth. We're always coming up with something humorous. Now we're offended by a cartoon of a skunk from Paris that seeks romance of a cat that somehow gets a mistaken white stripe on her black fur. This cartoon's been around since 1945, and Lord, I just don't get it. 76 years has gone by since the cartoon's creation, and the New York Times now thinks it's offensive. Lord, our government is going after plastic potatoes, toys, Dr. Seuss, and cartoon skunks. Plus, they applaud abortion. My prayer today, Lord, is unwarp our brains and straighten out our thoughts. Let us focus on being in God's will and being obedient to your commands. And that's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And Frosty, look out, you're next.
Frosty.
Frosty the Snowman.
I'm wondering
Now, that
about
wouldn't surprise
antique cars with black tires and white sidewalls.
They haven't gotten into cars yet.
White-
They're
white-
still
white
working
walls
on.
and black tires,
They're
right?
stuck on cartoons.
Yeah,
Okay
that's
for a
right. They're
little
doing
bit.
important things. They're doing cartoons. They're doing
There you
make-believe stuff.
I
Not
pulled that
real
up.
stuff,
Believe it or
make-believe
not, I
stuff.
pulled it up. Pepe Le Pew was he came out in 1946, right after World War II. And if you notice, he's trying to romance a cat who accidentally gets the white stripe
Right.
down her back.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to be funny.
And you think they would be kind of on board with that, but
Yeah,
that's,
well,
anyway.
morning weather brought to you by the ZT. Bob Melinda's the door for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. The website retiretoarkansas.net. Take a peek at the White River. Oh yeah,
A couple more days we'll be able to see it on the open. We
It
have
is a
to
bit
go to
dark
the
one.
close. Well, because next week
Yeah,
this will
go-
be
yeah, it'll be
6:07.
8.
Oh yeah. Little different.
And so, the camera's mounted in Marion County, Arkansas, looking into Baxter County, Arkansas, and the river separates to 2 counties. You're looking
Wait
into
a minute. We got a boat. We got a boat. The right side.
There he is. I see him. Let me look at the monitor.
Sorry, I had to stop everything. We got a boat. All right, we got another one coming up on the left
Oh,
side.
there were
But,
guys lined up to go in. I mean, it's going to be a
All
nice day
right.
on that river.
Good to see people using
Oh,
it
they
this
do.
morning.
They do.
That's-
And they'll be out there waiting. It's not too
Oh,
high
it's pretty.
because they're trying to figure out what's going to happen with the rain. So you got to look and see what's going on downstream, and that decides how much water comes out of the dam. So it's a
Pretty
process.
tough, though. You can go to retiretoarkansas.net and look at, now this is the live webcam because, I mean, what's it update? Every 45 seconds to 1 minute?
No, it's not even that.
Oh, really?
It's quicker than that, but it
Just
just.
instantaneous. Well,
I'm someday soon. I'm going to be. It'll be like a live stream.
oh.
Yeah, you'll be able to see the guy when they're out there fishing. You'll
Whoa, there you go.
Yeah,
Right
That's
now,
good.
it updates almost every second.
yeah,
or
Oh,
every
it's
it's
every
pretty
second.
close.
Wow,
Yeah, that's
that's
why you
good.
see them as they're moving. They just jump a little bit.
Yeah. Beautiful shot this morning. While you're at retiretoarkansas.net, check all of the listings with the Z Team, Century 21 Lemac Real Estate, and all the MLS numbers.
Yep.
And that's for, tell us about the MLS area. That's Arkansas and
Our
Missouri.
multiple listing service here covers from pretty much Mountain View, Arkansas to Mountain View, Missouri, and we go as wide as we're close to Harrison. There's some listings in Harrison and Searcy, and we cover a pretty big swath.
That's
If
a
you're within the
big,
sound of our
big
voice, you
area.
can pretty much be us in there.
Because if you had to go from, say,
'Cause we're
Marshall
down
to
in
Mountain View, Missouri,
yeah,
that's a good drive.
we're down in southern Missouri. Linda and Darlene are both licensed in Missouri. They're going up tomorrow.
Yeah.
They've got a nice little listing that's going to come on down there, and there's some nice opportunities in southern Missouri that you may not get in our area here. It's
pretty nice up there.
Yeah, it is. It is. And
Very nice.
Reese does a great job with us down south, and Sam has been here and with the veterans and the first-time home buyers, and he's just really stepped up and shown his true colors the past couple of years. The past 2 years have been great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. Right now we're at 48 degrees at Mountain Home. Harrison's already at 50. It's 52 at Batesville. It looks like they're the warm spot already. 48 at Salem and Calico Rock. 44 at Flippin. Drops to 37 at Marshall. 48 at West Plains. Then in St. Louis we're at 44 degrees there. 38 at Poplar Bluff, Missouri. At Southeast Missouri. 48 in Springfield. In contrast, Watford City, North Dakota at 28 degrees.
We're up 10 degrees from yesterday,
Yeah.
so that's not bad.
But you know, last year we were looking at minus 30, minus 28, minus 40, minus 3, all this in Watford City. They've had a mild winter this year.
Well, they sent it here instead.
Yeah.
Into Texas and Oklahoma and every place else.
Thanks a lot,
They kind of
North Dakota.
share the wealth, just kind of spread it out a little bit.
We got scattered showers and snow showers all throughout the United States, mainly in the west and northwest and to the north of Minneapolis, or Minnesota, I should say. From just outside of Seattle down to the west coast of Oregon and California, as far south as San Francisco, and then in Phoenix, Arizona, picking up some showers there, and a little bit in New Mexico, a little bit of snow and freezing precip, of course, in Montana and North Dakota where it belongs, a little bit in northern Utah. Other than that, not much going on. A little bit of snow going on up in Maine, rain off the coast of New York and Manhattan there. Taking a look at Arkansas and Missouri real quick for you. We've got a little bit, it's showing up a little bit down around Pine Bluff and Monticello, and a little bit to the northeast of Little Rock. Possibly on, let me see if I can zoom in tighter and see. Okay, it's around Cabot, Arkansas right now. Light shower there, and then down around Pine Bluff, and then down around Monticello. In the northern part of the state, we're in pretty good shape. 62, 412 east and west, take two, is in good shape. Highway 65 to Branson from Little Rock. Highway 67, 167, Cabot, Searcy, Batesville, Pocahontas. You might pick up just a light shower around Cabot. And looks like we're in pretty good shape on Highway 67 there. Your interstates, I-40, possibly a shower around the metro Little Rock area. Other than that, Fort Smith, Little Rock to Memphis is in pretty good shape with no shower activity right now. Memphis to Jackson, Tennessee on I-40, no problems. I-55, Memphis, Blytheville, Arkansas, looking good right there. Moving up into Missouri, Highway 60 and 160 east and west out of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, Springfield and Branson area, no problems there. Then your interstates 44, 49, 70, 55, 70, 29, is it 29 out of Casey? I think it is, yeah, I-29. Looking good there. I-64 East St. Louis, Illinois, east to Mount Vernon. We've got I-57 south towards Carroll, Illinois, I-24 at Paducah. No shower activity at all. Wow. No watches or warnings in Arkansas. There is a flood watch box. This is kind of a flood advisory, both in east central Missouri and west central Illinois. That affects the St. Louis metro area there. Nothing in Arkansas right now. 7-day forecast, sunny and 68 today, sunny and 68 tomorrow. Then Wednesday, we have the showers start in from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into Saturday. We're going to get some rain. I was watching. We could get as much as 4 inches in various parts. It's funny. I was looking at the map on Channel 3 at was it lunchtime, I think it was, and they had Baxter, Marion, Stone, and Fulton in a drive. There's rain all around that circle. I thought, include us in it, will you? Because I checked the
We can use a little rain.
Yeah,
we
the
can use
drought
some rain.
monitor does stretch up into Carter, Shannon, and Reynolds County in Missouri from southern part of Baxter. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're anywhere from a 20 to a 70%, 80% chance of showers, but our temperatures remain warm.
Yeah, I think we're going to look at like Wednesday night sometime.
Yeah. We're looking at 70 on Thursday, 68 on Friday, 57 on Saturday. You know, we got some nice weather.
We could use it because they got the fire warnings out in some places, and
Yeah, they had the
they
red
want you to
flag.
be careful. They don't
Yeah.
want
You
to
bet.
letting stuff get away from you. Don't take on more than you can. Don't bite off more than you
Boy,
can chew
that's
with the fire.
truth. Yeah, you know, and that's a
People
good
want to
point.
burn
We need
off their lawns and stuff like that, and then they say, "Oh, I'm going to get a cup of coffee," or it gets a little carried away. And instead of calling for help right away, don't be shy. If you need help, call for help.
Call before you burn. A
Well-
lot of the fire departments will advise.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in the city. I
And
think
for
they'll
some,
have
and they'll come out. I mean, like I know the guys in Clark Ridge because people
yeah.
are burning hundreds of acres up there sometimes. So I know they'll come out and kind of supervise a little bit.
I know if you live out in the national forest anywhere, you have to call before you burn.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
Definitely there.
Checking I Drive Arkansas. We've got, looks like on Highway 65 east of Pine Bluff, northbound lane, we have an auto accident there reported by Troop E, Arkansas State Police there. And then this one popped up on I-30 We have an accident at mile marker 133 eastbound lane, that reported by Arkansas Department of Transportation. Checking Missouri, I tell you what, they've got things going well in southern Missouri. They got a lot of the construction issues fixed up in the southern part. They're still working on 63B at Thayer, Missouri. So everything looks good there. North Fork Lake sitting at 553.79, Bull Shoals Lake at 658.41. And coronavirus numbers are looking good. Right now in the 6-county area, Baxter, Marion, Searcy, Stone, Izard, and Fulton, 84. It's not bad. 36 Baxter, 21 Marion, 7 in both Searcy and Stone, 10 in Izard, 3 in Fulton. Fulton County's the winner here. Boy, they've just knocked it out. In the hospital report, real quick, running out of time here. North Central Arkansas has 13 counties in the hospital report, 20 hospitalizations, 11 ICU, 3 on ventilators. Statewide, 338 hospitalizations, 141 ICU, 74 on ventilators. Right now, we're sitting in the 6-county area at a 95.8% recovery rate, with only 255,836 in the state that are considered confirmed cases, with 316,000 recovered. Crude oil prices continue to climb. It's at 65.42. Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped 300 points, closing at 31,802.44. And I think we covered it all.
I think so.
I think we got her covered.
Morning weather and all the updates brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. The website retiredtoarkansas.net. And our mayor stopped by. Going to talk with him and Bob Zador. And then Lieutenant Governor is going to be logging in. Is he logged in yet, Lieutenant Governor?
Let me look here. Nope.
Not yet.
So we'll be gabbing a little bit before the Lieutenant Governor goes. So we'll be right back.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Baby, it's cold outside, but it's never too cold for ice cream. And what better way to get ice cream is for it to come to you. Paradise Cream is coming to your town. Coming to Yellville Thursdays, Bull Shoals on Fridays, and Gassville on Saturdays, as well as open at their Mountain Home location next to Ramada Inn. With over 20 unique flavors in stock like German chocolate cake or sea salt caramel. It's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. Paradise Cream, you're on your way to paradise.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm, be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call, 870-405-0793, and check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home. Mayor Adams is here. Hey, man.
Good morning. Another going to be a beautiful day in Ozarks
You betcha.
today, isn't it?
Big day today for you.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We've been waiting on this for well over a year now. You
Yeah.
know, we would have been doing this May 12th last year, Dale. And unfortunately, made a decision to pull it off, but it's back, and today's the day that been anxiously awaiting for quite a while now.
I've been in and out of the Mountain Home City parks probably for 35, 40 years. I remember my brothers used to play on the stuff, and then my boys used to play on the stuff at Hickory and Cooper and stuff. And jokingly, I say I'm still pulling splinters out of my rear end from those wooden plank boards we had as bleachers at the baseball parks when I was working all the baseball programs. I tell you why we need this refurbished. And a lot of this is water under the bridge, but years ago, let's go back, say 10 years, I was scoring baseball games on Crystal Willette area where we had the major league, minor league, and rookie. So the first field was major here, then at that time it was rookie, and then minor league up on this area here, pavilion and playground there. I came out of the major league box. This is about 8:15 one night, and my boy says, "Dad, look at this. Touch this fence." Ooh, let's not touch the fence. Let's call Crawford Electric and call the city because we're getting shocked on the fence.
Yeah.
And I turned the lights on one ball field and knocked them off on the other.
Is that right?
That's how bad it was in those days.
Dale, we have an opportunity today, and this is a lot bigger than that community center building that's in this project. Everybody's talking about it. But this whole thing today is about something much, much bigger than that. It's about investing in the future of this community. It's about providing us a way to maintain and upgrade our systems going forward, and having that. And we won't get back in that situation where we got bleachers out there that are 40-some-odd year old, and the playground equipment like it is. We've got some playground equipment right now that is in dire need of replacing. We can't get the parts for, and it's almost gone beyond the ability to repair. Some of it's in that bad of shape. And, it's all because the city has never chosen to invest in our park system. We've been blessed over the years, and very blessed that this city has by a lot of people who've donated money to us, contributed each year for different things in the park system, and provided some means of upkeep, but that doesn't take care of everything we need to do. And that's why we've got to do this today, Dale.
And then, I've been in Batesville and I've seen the water park down there, and it's very common to see Missouri and Tennessee and Illinois and even Indiana license plates down there. And I think you've been working with the mayor of the city down there and perhaps the county judge in Independence County. And
Saturday morning.
Like this, though. It's like this. When I was talking with Congressman Crawford one time about the mitigation fish hatcheries, for every dollar that the government puts in the fish hatcheries at Norfolk, it brings back $99.43.
Right.
Where else can you invest a dollar and come back with $100 on your investment? The market would be wild.
Yeah,
but this is what we're attempting to do:
that's
is
what we're
invest in
attempting to do.
ourselves.
Saturday, I went to Bentonville.
Oh yeah.
They've got a fairly new center over there. I think those are about 5-6 year old. I went over and toured that Saturday morning in Bentonville, and I got there before 9:30. And Dale, in that building, I watched while I was there, and I got a tour of the entire complex. We had a swim team having a swim event in there. We had people playing badminton in that building. We had people walking. We had people getting exercise, riding bikes and stuff like that in there. At 9:30 in the morning, I'm going to bet you there was well over 100 people in that complex at Bentonville. And just a lot of activity going on there that day. And they were all ages.
Oh yeah.
I had little kids running into you and bumping with their, into you in the hallway, and then I had people that were trying to get in there to get to the walking track.
This will have something
just
for
all
everybody.
ages.
Yeah.
Everybody can be in there one time and enjoy that. But if we don't invest in the future of Mountain Home, then people that preceded me at this table here a few minutes ago like Bob and what this could do for, his industry and his business here, and there's just so many things. The hospital, they're constantly trying to recruit additional medical staff here and professionals. And when that young doctor comes up here to visit with the BRMC staff, he wants to know more than what's in that hospital. He and
Schools,
in particular
library.
his wife, they want to see what's in this community, what type of community you are. Are you a bustling community with a lot of activities going on, some new things happening around here? Or are you wilting on
When
the
you
vine?
involve people of all ages, it's a happy community. We're not just focusing on teenage population or the college career. This is something for everybody.
Yes, it is, and it's something that we talk a lot of times around here about how important Highway 412 is to this area and transportation improvements and stuff, but providing opportunities to improve the quality of life for the people here, I promise you that's just as important as anything. We got to find a way to keep the youth here of this community, and we've got to find a way when we have those visitors here, they got something to do. And the people that are looking to come here and they contact Bob over here and say, hey, I'd like to be coming to Mountain Home. What can you tell me about the community? It gives him something else in his toolkit.
Oh, it does.
To try to sell this community to people that are looking at us.
You bet. Today, I'm going to bring this up. Today's the main voting day. And, I said I was going to bring it up. There we go. 2 yes votes for Mountain Home. Vote today, March 9th, 2021. We're at courthouse and some other areas in the city. City Mountain Home residents, that's who's voting on this.
Yes, the City of Mountain Home residents only, and they can vote from 7:30 today to 7:30 this evening at the courthouse, Election Commission office, and C3 Church right there today.
Lieutenant Governor's logged in, I think.
Well, but if the lieutenant's logged in, the last time I was at something with him, he was here in town a few months ago. And I had to follow him up there at the Republican Committee headquarters that morning, and that was not a good podium to step up to behind him.
Can you stick around?
So I appreciate you getting me on first this morning, and he's on second this morning. Good morning, Lieutenant Governor.
We're going to grab a quick break and get everybody reset here, and spot us a minute or so we get reset. The Lieutenant Governor will be joining us. Be right back.
I need to get out.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because they don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
When you think about
It's 7:30, and we want to welcome our Lieutenant Governor, the Honorable Tim Griffin, to our program today. And Lieutenant Governor, we're joined by Hillary Adams, the Mayor of City Mountain Home, of course, Bob Zadora, that you know. And
hey, Mayor. Hey, Bob.
What's going on, Your Honor?
Morning.
I got to say,
Your Honor. Hey.
Do what?
Yeah, I saw that reel-to-reel with Pioneer on it.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
That's his stuff. That's what Dale does.
That's part of my studio stuff. Yeah. I'm Mr.
Yeah,
Analog.
Well, I was talking to my high school buddy on Saturday. We had lunch together at the Oyster Bar here in town, and we were talking about all the old brands: Sparkomatic, Jensen, Pioneer.
Yep.
All these. You used to go in Walmart or somewhere, and you push the button, and you could hear the.
The different speaker systems. Yeah.
Well, I've got Ampex and TIAC and Tascam, Akai, Pioneer, Atari. I've got them all. I've got like 28 or 29 of them things. Anyway, I gotta ask you though.
How about Marantz?
I've worked on them. I never owned one, but they're good stuff. They're good units. Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
We are getting offended by a cartoon skunk. A plastic potato?
I saw something in passing on that today. I didn't know where they were going. I turned the channel. Is that Pepe Le Pew?
Yeah. He's been out since 1946.
Don't get mad at skunks. They just naturally stink.
Tis the season. They're all over the roads right now up here. I mean, man.
What are they?
Something about the New
amorous?
York Times. The New York Times came out and it says like they think that he's trying to. They're some type of rape.
It's like a sexual harassment
It's sexual
type thing.
harassment
He's
type
too
thing.
aggressive.
But they don't realize that Pepe Le Pew has mistakenly fell in love with a cat who accidentally gets a white stripe down her back.
Yeah. Look, at some point, it makes the more normal among us, and I'm not saying I'm normal, but it makes the more normal among us look better because the crazier people get at the edges,
That's true.
I mean, you're just like, well, I don't have time to. It's just not worth too much conversation, except but I'll tell you, I'm sure there's stuff offensive to some, but I've got 3 young kids, 13, 10, and 3. And because I like to watch them, I watch a lot of 70s cartoons. So there's Captain Caveman, which I'm sure is offensive to cavemen. And there's Jabberjaw, which was the shark that came out about the time Jaws, and the whole shark thing. There's Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo Laugh Olympics and Super Friends and all these cartoons from the 70s. And my kids, Land of the Lost, my kids just love them.
Really?
But I'm sure they're offensive in some way.
Well, talk to us about common sense in government. You're running for Attorney General in 22. I think Arkansas leads the way. And some people may want to argue the point, but I think we're doing pretty decent down here.
Well, look, I think there's the good and the bad. Let me do a couple things. So first of all, I'll talk a little bit about the AG race. Then I want to give you a little update on the legislative session because there's some bills that are moving through that are pandemic related that may impact some of your viewers, and so I want to touch on those. There's some relief bills there that I think will help. First of all, on the AG race, my wife's leaving. Okay. So I've got my 3-year-old here. Come here, Charlotte. Come around here.
Oh, good. We can see Charlotte.
Stay with Daddy. Well, come around. She doesn't. Anyway.
She won't be on camera.
So I was running. I'll be right there. I was running for governor, as you know. Did a lot of listening to the Lord, listening to my friends, listening to my wife, listening to a lot of my earliest and strongest supporters, and they encouraged me to continue to serve, but to serve in another capacity. And we had been talking about the AG race, and I'm excited about that. been in, I guess, close to a month now. And here's the real quick on that. These are my priorities. Number one, support law enforcement. That should go without saying for an attorney general. But you know, we live in a culture where you can't assume that folks are supportive of law enforcement. There's a lot that attorney general can do in terms of advocating for legislation, financial support, and just making sure that law enforcement has the equipment, resources that they need to keep us secure, keep us safe. That's number one. Number two, make sure that our criminal laws are what they should be so that those who would do us harm are locked up. There's a lot of work to be done, particularly on truth in sentencing. You know, we have a system here in Arkansas at the state level where someone may get 25 years and serve 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's wrong. Because people who knew the victim or whatever in the case, they may think, well, hey, that's good. That person got 25. They're in the courtroom. They hear the judge say it. And then a few years later, the criminal's out. So focusing on our criminal laws and making sure they do what they ought to do. And number 3, pushing back on federal overreach. And these are in no particular order.
Yes, indeed.
You know, a lot of times, this is really important. The current administration, we need to make sure that the states are standing up and going to court where necessary when the federal government is infringing on constitutional rights, is overreaching. The federal government is not all powerful. We have a system of federalism with these different levels of government, and we need an attorney general who's going to make sure that they draw the line when the feds are doing things they shouldn't be doing. And then those are the 3 priorities. But one thing I like to talk about, even though it's not only related to the AG's office, is just spending taxpayer dollars better. When I got into the lieutenant governor's office, we cut the budget about 16%. It's never gone up a penny. And I cut the staff over half, and it's never gone up 1. And we've done more than ever with that. So that's doing more with less. So that's my a short take on the AG's office. But let me quickly talk about what's going on in the legislature that really could impact folks watching. So these both the things I'm going to mention both relate to the pandemic. So I'm sure a lot of viewers got PPP funding from the federal government, right, to help their business keep going at a really critical time. And thank the Lord, we're starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel here. But the feds basically said, you got to spend all of the PPP. If you don't spend it all, it won't be forgiven. Okay?
Right.
So the feds were saying, you got to get rid of it. So the feds are not taxing it and are forgiving it. Well, at the state level, it's taxed. Income tax. Unless the state acts. So you've got a situation where people, they couldn't set money aside from the PPP funds to pay their state taxes. Because if they did, the feds would say, you didn't spend it all. So we've got a situation where you can have folks who spend all their PPP and now taxes are due. Not the outcome that people intended. And so the legislature is taking care of that so that it's not taxable at the state level. And that's really, really important. That's rolling through the legislature. I don't know when that'll hit the governor's desk, but so that's a good thing. The other thing is right now, 20 and 21, we've seen a spike in folks receiving unemployment benefits, right? Well, prior to 2017, unemployment benefits were not taxed, income tax. After 2017, under state law, they are. So you get a lot of people getting unemployment benefits from the state, and they're not realizing they got to pay income tax. And the taxes aren't withdrawn. So they get this money from the state to try to survive and make ends meet in the middle of a pandemic. And then, oh, by the way, they're reminded, Charlotte, bring her in here. They're reminded that they've got to pay income tax on it.
That's crazy.
Even though it wasn't withheld. So what the legislature's doing, and this is working through the system, is exempting 20 and 21 from the income tax on those benefits. Now, you may ask yourself, or not, you may ask me, why did we start taxing in 2017 these unemployment benefits? We hadn't taxed them before. Why are we doing it now? Good question. Why would we be putting an income tax on funds that people are getting to try to make ends meet, whether it be 2021 or 2017? Why did we change that? Well, this leads to a broader problem that we have in state government, and that sort of explains why that was changed. In state government, we have a situation where when there's a good idea and it costs money at the state level, we have to find the funds for it. And, we have total about $27 billion that's spent at the state level, over $6 billion general revenue. But what will often happen is there'll be this false choice created of you can be for this good idea and raise this tax, or you can be against this tax. And I'm not talking about your local tax, obviously. I'm talking about what happened in 2017. You can be against this tax and against the idea. That's the choice that was put up in 2017. And the good idea was to get rid of income tax on military retiree pay. A very good thing to do, because we are competing with other states for military retirees and talent and all the training and education that comes with these retirees. We want them here. Well, we were treating their military retiree income, differently than other states. So the great idea came up. Let's exempt military retiree pay from income tax. I'm all for that. The problem is the pay for that they came up with. What they should have done, because it's not a ton of cash, they should have found savings in a $27 billion state government and just made it happen. What they did instead is they said, well, if we're going to lower this tax, we got to raise another tax. So let's go find one. No. So they started shopping around. They were looking at this one and that one, and these people objected. So they went to look for another one. And I think they eventually settled on at least a couple, a download tax that they created. And then they said, well, let's tax unemployment benefits. See, this is the problem. Before this great idea of exempting military retiree pay, and before this tax increase, or be against it and be against the tax increase, those are the two choices given. But there are really a lot of other choices. Like, how about this? Before the military retiree tax exemption, but not before a tax increase, find savings. But that was not that option. It was one of two. So people backed the retiree pay exemption, which I was for, and with it, they backed this pay for, which was to raise taxes, to add income taxes to unemployment benefits. And that's what happened. So in 2017, even though we had not been taxing unemployment benefits, they added that so they could pay for this other thing. So we got something good out of it, the exemption of military retiree pay from income tax, but we got something bad out of it. We raised the tax, added a tax on unemployment benefits. So that's what we're dealing with here.
The state giveth, the state taketh away.
Yeah, I mean, this is the issue. You know, people love to talk about, we're going to reduce the tax on this, but usually in a back room, somebody's like, but let's raise it on this and not talk about it.
Sure.
Until this happens and people go, hey, how'd that tax get there? Now you know.
That's the rest of the story.
That's the rest of the story.
Yeah, and if the state and the feds wouldn't tax so much, it would allow localities to do what they need to do to address their needs.
Sure, because there's
Government that is closest to the people, the mayor, serves best because it's more accountable. How often do you see your congressman, your lieutenant governor versus your mayor? Right? You may see your mayor at church.
Sure.
You may see your mayor walking down the street. And you may see your lieutenant governor or congressman at church, but most people that vote for that person do not.
Don't see him. No.
And you have to drive an hour or two to their office, right? So the local government is closest to the people. And that's why we got to make sure we maintain, and I know it's gotten out of whack, maintain the balance between the federal, the state, and city and county local. We got to maintain that balance, and we got to work hard to do that, because the more we rely on the feds for money and programs, the more power we give them. And I understand why people do that. We never want to say no to money. It always happens. But here's the danger. The more you rely on the higher levels of government, the less power local government has, and the more the more we have to go to the state and federal for our needs, and the less accountable government is. So we've got to make sure that we are always vigilant to maintain the balance so that city and county and local are balanced and
Good points.
pushed out of the picture by over-reliance on the big money of the feds and the state. You agree with that, Mayor?
Yes, sir. 100% with you.
Sure. I mean, you saw that with the seatbelt laws. The G said you either pass the seatbelt law in your state or we're going to cut off your road funds. And you're talking billions of dollars.
Well, on top of
so they
that,
just muscle you into things
Yeah.
that you may not want to participate in.
The 55-mile-an-hour speed limit was the same thing.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, this is the problem of relying on too much money. We got to be careful. There's usually strings attached. I think my daughter. Am I taking you to school? All right, I got to take my daughter to school.
Well, give her a hug for us, will you?
I'm gonna be late. I got my first shot yesterday once the governor opened it up to government workers. So I'm praising the Lord for that.
Good for you.
Better get her to school.
Take care, Tim. Take care. Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, I don't want to follow the mayor again.
Thanks, Tim.
Mayor.
Yeah.
Mayor, will you take my daughter to school, please?
Yeah, you bet. I'll be right there.
See ya.
Thanks, Tim. We better take a break.
Hospice of the Ozarks. It's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Baby.
That's
I
the
hope
countdown.
he gets there on time.
I think they'll understand.
I'm always on time here. Now, if he makes it on time, that'll be tricky.
I think they'll understand that too.
It's so fun. I got to get my daughter to school. That's what I like about Tim Griffin. He's very personable.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Talk to
Regular
me.
guy.
Yeah. And he'll give you his cell number.
Oh, he does. He gives
mean,
it out every place he goes. He gives it out.
Call me on my
That's
cell
right.
phone. You know, he don't mind.
And he replies. It doesn't just go to a dead voicemail.
Yeah.
He replies.
Yeah.
So
anyway, running for Lieutenant Governor's running for AG in 22.
Yep. And that's really his background as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's multitaskable. He's an attorney with the JAG Corps for the military, and he's been a practicing attorney. That's good. He knows law enforcement. He's just got good background and he's a
been in
public
Washington.
service guy. He's been in Washington, so he knows how the sausage gets made.
Colonel in the United States Army Reserves. You know, they wouldn't even talk about that. But you know, the notes I made here under the AG race on my outline here: support local law enforcement.
Sure. And he's going to do that.
Nobody wants to get pulled over when you're driving, but be polite to the policeman, for Pete's sake. You know, come on. I mean, unless you got a trunk.
Every time when things have gone bad for someone, it's because they made it go bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is.
I mean, and you know, and then we talk about criminal laws and improvement. Well, when Sheriff Montgomery was here last week, I pulled up the website, and there's one guy in and out 54 times.
Yeah.
54 times.
You should you should have that app on your phone.
Yes.
You should have that app on your phone and get and they come from Marion County as well, and probably the other counties depending upon where you are. But you should have that, and the first thing I look at in the morning, I look for names that I know, but you look and you see these guys, 45 years old, pinched, 53.
Yeah.
He's been pinched more than he is years on this earth.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some issues with the system. And it depends upon what they are, what the offenses are and stuff. But something's desperately wrong that people are able to continue to be in and out. And that's just Baxter County's been pinched in. That doesn't mean that he hadn't been pinched in Marion or Searcy or up in Missouri. So we see that it's interesting to go through and you go, oh, I know that guy. Because you run into them too.
Yeah.
I know employers on Monday, that's their biggest number of people hits on their website.
Really?
And because they're looking to see if employees have been pinched over the weekend, and just to say, "Where's Freddie?" Oh, okay, he's going to be making it because you look and see if he got bonded out. Because you get him getting pinched, and then you see who's been bonded out.
Yeah.
So,
wow. But and then of course the federal overreach he's talking, and we're seeing it right now in some of the crazy stuff.
And being done by fiat. Where they're just deciding this is the way it's going to be. You got 50, I think the last number I saw was 53 of these proclamations from the president just deciding that this is, And anything that Trump did, whatever your opinion of him may be, they're just getting rid of it just because he did it. Doesn't matter whatever good may have been done.
And we're seeing
I'm waiting for him to get rid of the tax cuts and some of the other things that really, really helped everybody just because it came from him. I mean,
and look at gas prices since Thanksgiving.
Well, you're a dime a week.
Oh,
dime a week.
Oh, man.
And no signs of slowing down because we're going to get into the summer blend with the gas. And as we do that, all of these municipalities throughout the country have their own special blend. Pick one. Pick the most restrictive one you want and go with that one.
Sure.
Because that's the reason the gas is so. They can only put out so many gallons. And so this one's got to have so much of this chemical and so much of that one and this and this. And then how many thousands of gallons do you make? And you got to stop the line, clear the lines out so that you can make the next one. Just kind of silly.
Yeah.
Kind of silly.
Yeah. Really silly. Yeah.
And it's like this cartoon nonsense. It's just to distract us from what's going on. But the problem is, it's not the cartoon. That's it. But it's distracting and it takes up time. It takes up time from people in their normal routine to see and not paying attention to what's going on. Like I said, there's over 53 proclamations from the president changing things. That's not good for the country. The system isn't designed for that. Those were designed for situations when the few occasions that the Senate and the House weren't in, and an emergency had happened, a hurricane, whatever, that he could say, okay, well, we're going to do this. And it's just for a short period of time. Now, we're supposed to have 3 branches of government.
Supposed to,
but it's kind of like 1 and 2 halves.
Yeah.
So
this is what we're being offended by today.
Well, but like I say, that's got nothing to do with it. It doesn't. I mean,
to me, it's
get distracted. Well, it's humorous,
but it's a distraction.
But it is. It's a distraction from what's really going on, and I think that we need to keep our eye on the ball here. There are people in Washington, I think, that may not be as friendly to us as we would like them to be as American citizens.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they've got that all-encompassing look, and we're going to have to see. 2 years, and we'll have I'm sure that there'll be a change in the House, because there usually is anyway.
Midterms.
The first midterm election is a huge election, so we'll see what happens with it. And they know that too. I mean, they've been there, done that.
Well,
so that's why they're trying to get everything done now. They're trying to get all this stuff done now so that they don't have to worry about it, because they know they'll be done in 2 years. And that's just overloading the whole process right now. If they can change the talk about putting a state in for Washington or Puerto Rico. If they can get that through Manson with the filibuster. He was all anti-filibuster, and now, well, I could maybe be changed. Well, Senator, that wasn't what you said and it's very important for people to realize how the system works.
Right.
Because for the most part, we don't. You and I are junkies with this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we pay attention. We're more involved. The average person who's just trying to get by and raise their kids and go to work every day and play a little softball, have a couple beers on the weekend, they're not paying any attention to that until something's going to come up and bite them in the butt and go, wait a minute, where'd that come from? So just
I agree.
Be aware. And that's the importance of this of the Attorney General, is being able to file some of these suits against the federal government to slow this process down. And Leslie's done that. She's done a great job with that.
Yeah. Leslie's done a good
because
job.
the importance of that just really can't be overspoken.
Very good. Very good. Real quick, Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team.
Yes, sir.
Phone number?
Give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. The website is retiretoarkansas.net. And we've got the cameras on there. All the listings on our North Central Board of Realtors are on there. Our listings are on there, so you can see what's available, what was available, what's not anymore. But give us a call if you're thinking of buying, selling, whatever it may be.
Thank you for being here. Lieutenant Governor, Mayor.
Yes.
We're going to run.
Get out and vote. Vote.
You bet. Vote, vote, vote.